We don't kill the living.
Shut up.
Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Tell Adidas that we need a million.
Yo, Jimmy McNamara. It's time to check out the Season 9 trailer that was released at Comic-Con for AMC's The Walking Dead. I didn't check out the season trailer because I don't want to know anything about it before I watched it. That's number one. Number two, I know a lot of you didn't enjoy Season 8. I enjoyed it, at least more than like Season 7. It definitely had its flaws, but it also had its moments. But I'm not exactly looking forward to Season 9 after the Rick news. I'm very concerned. Also strangely excited. Let's get to it.
It's been a while since we had one of these talks. It wasn't that long ago. We were fighting just to stay alive. But it's not like that anymore.
Sheriff Rick, goddammit. I like the way he looks.
We're growing. Still ready to deal with this world on its own terms.
Hey!
We're all gonna pitch in and make sure that Sanctuary has what it needs. So y'all can get back on your feet.
Bless you, Rick Grimes.
This is gonna end fucking horrible.
No matter what happens, it's human nature to come together.
That's a real pretty picture you paint there, Rick. When do I get to see it?
Don't you ever get tired of acting like you're still in charge?
Do you?
Now when we're fighting the saviors, you told me that soon you'd be the one following me. But you didn't, because I wasn't someone to follow. That changes now.
Oh, shit.
You think you got all this on lock?
We need to start talking about making some rules. An agreement between all the communities. Like, this is how we treat each other,
I like that.
and this is what happens when we don't.
Daryl, stop!
That small group we had back in the beginning, we could do anything. That was right. Just don't feel right, man. It's on us. Figure out how to make it work.
This psychopath.
We don't know if they're ever gonna forgive each other, Rick. If they can even move on.
I just wanted to pull that trigger.
Get him, gangster!
End it before it begins.
When it finally goes to shit. And it will. Make sure you come back and you tell me all about that date.
I'm gonna like niggas like Hannibal Lecter. Oh, Jadis. That's a drink. Gotta be. Oh shit. Fucking helicopter.
It's about all of us together. Keep doing that, they'll see we're all on the same side.
What the fuck?
We're on the same side, Rick. Well, you tell me.
Who were you before? before?
Before all this, I was a music teacher.
We had tables at a truck stop.
She says she was a journalist, but she's just being modest.
And who are you now?
Incoming! Here we go!
Oh, Eugene. All right, a couple of things. One, I assume the people who are telling who they are important in some way or fashion, either from Fear the Walking Dead, which I don't watch, or recognizable by those of you who read the comics. Or that trailer got me hyped as shit. It got me hyped, but I always had to taper my excitement because I know Rick is done. I like that concept of kind of moving forward and the problems that come with moving forward. That feels like a nice 8-episode arc. The stuff with Maggie and Daryl felt like it was taken down a peg from the end of last season to where it's a more realistic progression of how it feels when you have a disagreement with the leadership, who happens to be somebody you're close with. I fucks with the direction, but Rick Grimes doesn't make it out of the season, so I can't be as hyped as I want to be. Fuck. Anything else? You and I, by you and I mean I and all of you, have talked ad nauseum about Rick leaving, about Shane coming back for an episode, assumingly some type of hallucination, and who could replace Rick as the main character. And I'm through with that. We've talked about it enough. We've all come to the conclusion that there's not the same about Rick. But I'm just hoping that we can get a good final season with Rick Grimes, one of the 10 greatest TV characters of all times. Anywho, post your comments down below. What'd you think? Assuming Rick wasn't, you didn't know about Rick. That was a fantastic trailer. Am I wrong? The end got a little weird, but before that was fantastic. Like, share, subscribe.